East Kazakhstan is a region that features diversity of landscapes, beauty of nature and hospitality of people inhabiting it. The region possesses a large amount of resources for tourism development, whereas 4 distinct seasons makes one's visit interesting and diverse both with a family and friends. The area of East Kazakhstan, which is comparable to the size of Great Britain, takes the 3rd place among other regions of the country. One of the unique features of the region is its landscape diversity. It has everything: deserts, steppes, mountains, taiga belt and various lakes and rivers. In wintertime in Kazakh Altai it snows heavily, and in some parts snow stays on the ground up to 8 months. Nowadays there are already functioning ski resorts in the region. Also, the prospect for development of this activity is higher than it might seem at first glance. A predominant part of the territory is occupied by the Rudny and South Altai mountain system. This gives an opportunity to practice winter sports such as freeride, mogul skiing, cross-country skiing, slalom and more. Honey and Antler can be truly considered brands of East Kazakhstan. The region takes a leading position in its production both in the country and outside of it. A well-known Altai honey is famous for its distinguished taste and healing properties. Besides, annual honey festival have become a good tradition in the region. There are 18 antler treatment sites in 5 regional districts. In spite of its seasonal nature, antler treatment attracts a large number of tourists from the neighboring countries. Ilk industry provides service to treat and prevent many diseases. This idea of antler buzz lies in the fact that all exclusively useful properties of antlers penetrate into humans' bodies through the pores by strengthening human organism and helping it fight diseases. Out of 22 existing amino acids, 18 are found in antlers. It's worth mentioning that infrastructure development will increase productivity of such enterprises and bring them to a new level. A sanatorium located in Katon-Karagay district in recent years has become a popular place for both rest and treatment. Picturesque nature combined with the healing Radon springs give visitors an unforgettable impression. Another pearl in the crown of East Kazakhstan is Alakol Lake, which is located at the border of the Almaty region. Alakol water is also famous for its healing properties, in particular for diseases of the joints and skin. Dry salty air contributes to prevention and treatment of lung diseases. Hydrosulfide mud baths are used for treatment purposes of the musculoskeletal system, cardiovascular and nervous system. Regional authorities have made a decision to invest in the infrastructure of the coastal zone of Alakol starting from the next year. By the way, about 40% of all freshwater resources of the country are concentrated in the eastern part of the country. Bukhtarma reservoir formed by the dam of the Bukhtarma hydroelectric power plant on the Irtysh river attracts attention of thousands of tourists from Kazakhstan and Russia. It is the largest man-made reservoir in Kazakhstan and also is one of the 5 largest artificial reservoirs in the world. In one season, about 500,000 people visit Bukhtarma and Alakol. A new twisting point in the region's development becomes ecotourism. The country's largest national park is located in Katon-Karagay district. In addition, East Kazakhstan region has 3 state natural reserves: West Altai, Markakol and Alakol. East Kazakhstan is also placed among 200 global environmental priority areas defined by the international organization WWF Living Planet. Tourists who want to get a closer touch at nature are offered to visit protected areas. In total, there are 24 protected areas of national importance in the region. Among other interesting directions for leisure industry development is rural tourism. In the region, there is an ongoing project called Golden Altai, a wealth for regional development, supported by the European Union. The project's aim is to develop this type of tourism in Kazakhstani Altai. East Kazakhstan conquers hearts not only with its diverse nature, but also with hospitality of various nationalities who inhabit this wonderful region. East Kazakhstan is one of the most multinational regions of Kazakhstan, represented by more than 100 nationalities. Here the first House of Friendship was opened and the first ethno-village in Kazakhstan was built. Located in the regional center, the museum reserve is recognized as the largest one in Central Asia. Polyethnicity of the Pearl region has determined its rich cultural and traditions. To this date, annual competitions, fall games for the Cup of the City Governor of East Kazakhstan regions are held in Uсть-Kamenogorsk as to revive rich cultural heritage of this region. Some of the strongest athletes from all parts of the country come to Uсть-Kamenogorsk to participate in the competition. Kokpar, Lapta, Patyak, these are just a small part of the popular sport represented at the championship. East Kazakhstan is a goldmine of historical and cultural monuments. At the forefront are famous burial mounds in the Valley of Kings in Katon-Karagay district. Anthropologists have estimated that there are about 70 burial mounds from the Saks period, as well as graves of the Turkic period. If you haven't visited East Kazakhstan region yet, then it's definitely worth of your attention. One of the interesting features of this region is an opportunity to examine all types of landscape which exist in Central Asia, taken into account in relatively small territory of the region. You can enjoy the region's scenic beauty within one tourist tour. Nowadays, many tourist routes are developed for visitors, which are introduced on the www.tourist.kz website. Each visitor will find here what fits him most, ranging from an active winter activity to calm time spent in the World Boreal Forest, from noisy gathering around the campfire to comfortable relaxed time at the beach. After all, a picture is worth 1,000 words. To see and fall in love with it,